seemed like a typical night. The unit officer called to us, we were in the Sally Port, called to us and said there's something wrong with this inmate. And with the nurse there, we both went in.
I knew he was either having a massive stroke or he was in a cardiac arrest, and I assumed it was a cardiac arrest.
The nurse checked for vitals.
I put my fingers on his neck. I could see he was clearly very gray, non-responsive, and I put my fingers on his carotid and there was a pulse, and I put it back immediately and it was gone.
I ordered the AED to be called. It arrived. Officer Rayum was also arrived pretty well at the same time. She was doing chest compressions right away.
Well, I did 7 or 8 rounds of chest compressions.
And I hooked up the AED and delivered a few shocks. He did respond. And it's an awesome feeling after you use an AED and you get a pulse. And the guy starts breathing. It's amazing.
I mean, nothing feels better than to help save another human being.
In working in corrections, it's about care, custody, and control. And care is a big part of what we do. And the fact that these officers were trained and able to actually save a life might give a little peace of mind to someone that's here. We've worked exclusively with the Red Cross, and it's been a great relationship. We use their CPR and first aid classes. We do CPR for the professional rescuer. We do a higher level of first aid because the officers here are the first ones responding. We do have medical staff, but again, if the situation is not safe, it's the officers who are going in and the officers who will provide that initial first aid and CPR, first aid or CPR. And to me, it's some of the most important training we do. And again, the fact that it was successful, it's a big deal here.
The whole time you're working on the code, you know, you're thinking that somebody loves this person. He's got a mother, a father, children, somebody loves him, and you're always, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, I don't want this person to die. I want to save this person. I don't want him to die. Someone loves this man.
The inmate is what we call a pretrial inmate. That means he's here awaiting trial, which means he has not been found guilty of anything. So in the United States, you're innocent until proven guilty.
After the event took place and he came back after his surgery, the inmate was very thankful. He was kind and courteous.
And he also informed me, let me know that he had written a letter to the governor, telling the governor of his appreciation for what the officers did.
They tell me he has a new outlook on life.
Like I said earlier, everything fell into place. Everybody knew their roles.
I was very impressed at how everyone pulled together as a team. I mean, we all have the training, but it's a much different picture when everything comes together.
I think they're all highly trained, and I was very comfortable. I was really grateful for the staff that were here. They were phenomenal to work with on a code, and I think that they have to be very proud of that, of knowing how good their team is.
It was like clockwork.
It's a big deal, and a lot of other officers are walking around with a lot of pride in the fact that you know, the officers here saved someone's life. It affected everybody here.
It could be an inmate, it could be your coworker, it could be any one of us that went down. And to know that your team can pull that off and be as good at it, and it flowed so nicely, I think that anybody would be proud of that.